sensation, the #1 draft pick, LeBron James. There's his friend, Carmelo Anthony. They've met before on the basketball court, but never on this level. And just shortly, a short time ago, the final meeting before the friendship has to be put on hold. LeBron, quick words for Carmelo in his ear as they stretched. Stuart Scott and Michelle Tafoya join us tonight. Let's check in with Stu.
Guys, 3 losses already for LeBron, half as many as he had his entire high school career. But he told me after each loss this season, he wonders, what did I do? What could I have done better? As far as all this hype, he says he handles it fine because he said, I focus on what's important. It's not the commercials or the shoe deals, it's basketball. That's what got me here. Michelle?
Well, Carmelo Anthony told me earlier that he spent a lot of the last 24 hours thinking about his 1 for 13 performance last night. Jeff Bezdelik, his coach, said he sat with Carmelo at length and talked to him, reminded him when the shot's not falling, he's got to do other things like rebound, defend, and move without the ball. But Brad, Bezdelik told me something else very interesting. He said, I think Carmelo's stressed. And I said, stressed about tonight? And he said, stressed about everything, which leaves the question, Brad, how will that show up on the court tonight?
Level for both of them this year because of the rookies, because of the changes they made in their lineups, including Andre Miller, who's got it right now for Denver.
I'm a huge Andre Miller fan. Whenever he takes the court, there's a possibility of him turning a triple-double for you.
Carmelo Anthony to the rack, and already he's matched what he did last night.
All the way to the lane, an easy layup from good way to get the night started for him.
So Ilgauskas off to a good start. The big fella. Here they are side by side. And they had 2 good shots at it. Here comes LeBron James on the run. Cross-court pass to an open Davis. Got it.
LeBron got. He was lucky.
6-4 Cavaliers. Anthony with 4 on the shot clock. Works baseline. Nice move.
See, when I watched the Cavs last week, I thought the biggest thing.
Camby tried to pack it inside. Almost was a turnover. And now Anthony's going to the hoop again. And a chance to make it a 3-point play. Great start for Carmelo Anthony. 6 points already. Of the Nuggets, 8. He's got a chance to add to it.
Cavaliers were down the court. These guys have to understand that you need to finish the defense. Here's that play. Look at everybody on the outside. These guys are running out there, and look at the effort coming back.
LeBron James there on the left, his team down 5. We talked with him earlier today about his friend Carmelo Anthony. They played against each other in high school, and LeBron says he's the best he's ever matched up against.
The best player I ever played against by far. And even since my first 3 games in the NBA, he's the best player I ever played against.
Well, he's played some pretty good teams, but I tell you what, Carmelo's off to a pretty good start as well. Variety of moves, mostly on the inside. Drew the foul and had a 3-point play, so a 7-point start. There's the 3-point play off that loose ball that Sean was talking about. That's a pretty good start, fellas. 3 out of 4.
It's a great start. I don't know if he's the best player he's ever played. I mean, I think there's a chance that he will get there, but, you know, he's played against Stephon Marbury.
Call the uniform colors. Hey, LeBron. Found him a loose ball, and there's his first basket on his home floor. A rebound, LeBron James. His 3rd. And Andre Miller picks his pocket.
One thing LeBron has to do is become a better defensive player. He's got the athletic ability, but he's got your starters are not getting it done. A lot of coaches are way too hesitant to go to their bench.
James looking for a pick from Job. Ollie got an outside jumper. Got it. It's biggest of the game for Carmelo Anthony, the Denver Nuggets. LeBron James only 2 points so far. That on a loose ball jam. So it's Cleveland at home still looking for their first win of the season. And still looking for their first win of the season. The smiles are on the Nuggets side right now. LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony, the best of it goes to Carmelo as he leads Denver with 7 points right now. They lead 27-16.
Old school coach, but he knows he's coaching the youngest team in the NBA. They average 24 years old. He said he doesn't have to coach differently, but what he does have to do, he told me, have more patience than he's used to. He's got to realize and understand these players are young. They will make mistakes. They will make turnovers. 5 in the first quarter. He's got to understand that. Michelle, what you got for us?
Well, Carmelo is not patient with fans who want to split him and LeBron up. He said, we're friends off the court. I'm glad to be his enemy on the court, but we want to stay friends. He said the problem is whenever you hear one of our names, you hear the others, and people want to make us more of enemies than rivals. I don't want to do that. I want to be his enemy on the floor, but I want to stay friends off.
Entered the no-look to Anthony. And the Nuggets on the break stretch it out to 29-18.
Good job by both guys to get out well. Rashawn does a good job of getting the ball. He goes up, uses the rim. You know, one thing we got to realize.
Matchups, the two young fellas. One straight out of high school, one that took his team to the national championship at Syracuse last year. LeBron James, that's his only points. Carmelo Anthony, meanwhile, has 9. Now this quarter. Leonard, Boykins, Canby, Nene, and Carmelo double-teamed and gave it up. Here comes LeBron James the other way.
That was our first look at LeBron and Carmelo going one-on-one with each other, and Carmelo trying to take him to the rack.
Inside, LeBron James. He had to fight for that one. Out to Leonard, wide open.
And there's that transition defense. Maybe you don't get a layup, but you get something easy off of it. You don't have everybody getting back and with that commitment on defense.
Carmelo's mom looking on. It's not LeBron James. Here's LeBron working for that last basket.
He just stays in the play, continues to fight, and you come up with a gift. Here's Carmelo on the other end. Nice job penetrating. Everybody's sucked in the paint area. You got to get back, find ball and man.
It's a right back from Miller. Almost took the three. Anthony will. Got it.
That's what I like about Carmelo Anthony. He's got the whole package offensively. He can post up. We've seen him do that tonight. We've seen him take it to the basket.
Doing so, and now out of bounds. The timeout, Cleveland. So the Cavaliers making a little push. They trailed by as many as 11. LeBron and Carmelo didn't know how many times they'd hook up tonight, but they are hooking up a little bit now. Fighting for a rebound. 36-31 Nuggets.
Back in Cleveland. How proud have you been the way he's handled this rookie season? I mean, he came out after the national championship and he said he's getting more attention here in the pros than he's had in the national championship.
Well, I'm very excited about it. The attention he's getting and how he's carrying himself, and he's handling everything very well.
Thanks a lot for joining us, Mary. Back to you, Brad.
Looks clunky on the offensive end.
There's lack of clunkiness.
And that's the difference there from 18-year-old LeBron James and any other 18-year-old. Got the steal, is actually guarding Carmelo, came behind, got the ball, is going to challenge Marcus Camby. Marcus just kind of grabs him. Not on this young kid. He's got the ability and the strength of a 26-year-old and finishes strong.
Chance to tie the game as well.
Well, Kevin, you had P. Diddy in the studio with you last week. Brad, let's go back to you.
Carmelo Anthony rejected by Davis. Looking for a goaltending, they don't get it.
You know, I think, Carmelo made some great moves there, but I think he's a little tired. I just don't see the explosiveness in his legs that I was used to seeing, the first couple games in college. I think these back-to-back games, the hype of this game, may have got him a little tired.
Yeah, that's an opportunity. The backcourt. Deshaun Leonard has been the hottest Nugget from the outside. Should he get a look on an open jumper? Uh-oh. That one hits the backboard. Trying to go down to Carmelo Anthony. And Bremer got the final shot. So neither team very sharp with their final play of the quarter. And Carmelo Anthony can smile because his team's in front of him. He has 12 points to lead all Denver Nuggets in scoring. Let's check in with him right now. He's with Michelle.
All right, after a 1 of 13 performance last night, how did you rebound here in the first half?
I just wanted to start inside, coming out early. Coaches told me not to take too many jumps today to start inside.
And you did that well. You guys had a big lead. You let them back in just a little bit. Coach was worried that you guys were tired coming off back-to-backs and all the hype surrounding this one. How are you holding up?
Well, every team going to make their run. It's just a matter of us holding up our end of the bargain.
But are you tired?
No, not at all.
You're going to tell Coach the same thing, are you?
Exactly.
All right, good luck, Carmelo. Back to you guys.
Like we said, he would never admit it, nor would anybody else.
Smart beyond his years.
Yes, he is. 46-44. The analysis of LeBron and Carmelo coming up from the guys at the half. We are at halftime. LeBron James, a slow start, 7 points in the first half. His counterpart, Carmelo Anthony, has 12 to lead all Denver scorers. At the break, 46-44 here in Cleveland.
Points off turnovers and too many offensive putbacks. He said if we can clean up those two areas, we'll be fine. But about 45% of Cleveland's scoring, he calculated, came from those two areas. Let's check in with Stu.
Start a little mini break and got Sean Leonard a wide open three.
So it stretches the lead to 7. Boozer cuts it to 5 in a hurry. James steps back for 3. Boy, that would have got the crowd going, and it would have tied the game, but it's up and over the backboard out of bounds.
He just doesn't, look comfortable from behind that line. He kind of falls back on the shot, puts a lot of arc on it. I think that's going to come in the next couple of years, but right now...
Rebound, who's going to get it? LeBron James got a man open, Ricky Davis. Reverse swing.
And that's pretty.
With a loose ball, the quick outlet to Ricky Davis for the flush. Cleveland staying close. Boozer inside. Our beautiful shots of Cleveland, courtesy of the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, its fleet of airships. With us tonight, their blimp Spirit of Goodyear, continuing a 78-year tradition as the aerial ambassador and icon of the 105-year-old company. Just up the road a piece from Akron. Nice to have the Goodyear gang along with us tonight. Thanks for the great pictures. Let's check in with Stu Scott.
Well, Brad, that last play shortly before timeout, you saw the scramble for the ball, and LeBron came up with it. Now, all LeBron's teammates say he looks to pass the ball first. Watch this. Scramble, he gets it. Immediately looks up court, finds Ricky Davis for the dunk. It reminds you of Game 1. Now, LeBron had already had a breakaway slam dunk just before this. So, an 18-year-old gets a chance for another breakaway. He turns, and he looks at Ricky. Now, he told me earlier today, he said his thought process was, I had already had 4 shots. Zydrunas has had 2 shots. I knew Ricky had not had a shot, so I figured the best way to get Ricky started off was to get him a dunk. And, Brad, he thought about this as an 18-year-older. Phenomenal.
Cleveland only 1 out of 6. Carmelo Anthony. And Mom likes it.
What I like there, before he even got the ball, he positioned himself.
The end of the possession, so now you're putting a ton of pressure on this guy to create something. He catches the ball outside of his comfort zone. Carmelo Anthony does a nice job of...
You're right, Sean. He's standing on the weak side, and by the time they do swing the ball away over the other side, he has no idea what to do with it because he's got 3 or 4 left on the shot clock, so he's relegated to shooting the long jumper, which is not his game right now.
And you know how you...
Well, we're in the break. Carmelo Anthony's Denver Nuggets have led most of the way. LeBron James still trying to find his feet in his home debut. His team trailing at the end of 3 by 13. Bremer, another pull-up jumper over Boykins. Boy, Cleveland, ugly outside shooting. Well, at least Mother James is watching us as she walks by the monitors outside. There's her baby. 7 points tonight. Maybe averaging 18 a game.
Just walking the ball up. There's a solid move there.
LeBron James goes down hard as he's fouled. Timeout with 8:43. Frustrated LeBron James and his Cleveland Cavaliers. They not only can't close the gap, they've seen Denver now run it out to the biggest advantage of the night. King Page. LeBron James on it. Back it in. Offensive foul. Carmelo Anthony.
But you see here, the Nuggets are trying to exploit this mismatch. Carmelo Anthony has 5 or 6 inches there on Ollie, and that's exactly what I would do. Go to my big gun.
5 on the shot clock. Andre Miller spins, has it blocked by James. Got the second opportunity, and it dropped in.
And even as that ball fell through the bucket.
And Brad, let's go back to you.
For everybody else around him.
Melo with the outlet to Andre Miller. This will be a rebound and assist all in one motion.
You know, I like the other point guards on the team, but no one on the... And here's a result of that last play. Andre Miller out in the open floor gets an easy.
We probably beat this horse dead, but they got to do a better job of getting LeBron the ball. He's down there, biting his nails, and looks like he's not into this game. The last time when Andre Miller got that fast break dunk, he was standing at the top of the key. Instead of sprinting back and getting back, he give up.
Miller got open for the jumper. And And here comes LeBron with the ball in his hands. And the lob, Ilgauskas, just like that, he gets an assist.
I mean, that just shows you right there. I mean,
This is a three. James a rebound. LeBron out to Davis on the baseline. And Davis knocks it to LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. And LeBron, 7 points, but only 3 for 11 from the floor. He has done some nice things when he's handled it assist-wise. Carmelo Anthony, 14 points. Earl Boykins, though, off the bench, 16. John Barry, 9 off the bench. The three-point shooting of those.
Surrounded by reporters and asked an unending series of questions about tonight's matchup with LeBron. A few of the highlights, Carmelo said, I think we can bring the NBA back to where it was during the Jordan and Magic and Bird eras. He also felt he had no doubt that these two would be major.
Early tonight, the first meeting between LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony, and several hugs followed as they got out on the court. A little taps here and there between friends, but it appears the game's going to go to the guy in the white jersey and headband, Carmelo Anthony. He's had the better scoring night. LeBron James, not the greatest home debut in the world. And there's the comparison, 14-7 in the scoring column. Is about on his average. It's a 6-point ball game with 29 seconds to go. Cleveland needs points in a hurry, and Miles gets the first 2.
That's too easy. Can't just allow a guy to go right down the lane.
yeah, they got to try to run off some clock there. I mean, they scored within the first 4 seconds, and this game is far from over. All they need to miss a couple free throws here or a free throw.
Here, but they are up by 5.
They were never 3-2 last season, I can tell you that.
Maybe the start of a game in the opening quarter.
So they lead by 5 with 23.8 left. LeBron James looking up at that trailing scoreboard. The timeout taken by Cleveland. They have 1:20 remaining.
All they got to do now is they got to just go down and try to get another quick 2. Get it to LeBron or somebody, let him penetrate. And if they get a wide open layup, fine. If somebody collapses, then kick it out to the 3. But obviously, they want to get down and get a quick score and then try to steal the inbounds play. And if they don't get the inbounds or the steal, you got to foul somebody right away.
Not easy for a guy that's 18 years and 8 months old to try to be a leader in the locker room or on the floor. But this was LeBron James with court sounds the last time we had a timeout. He's going to inbound right here with 23 seconds. Bremer hasn't hit a shot from the outside all night. He's going to try to take one inside, and it came out on it. It was halfway in. It spits itself back out, and Carmelo Anthony can't handle the rebound. So rebound, and the final seconds tick away. So LeBron James' home debut is unsuccessful, but he goes over to the visiting coach and shakes his hand. His buddy, Carmelo Anthony, had a better night. Didn't score in the fourth quarter, but still had 14 points for the rookie as his team goes to 3-2. So, good start to the season for the Denver Nuggets with a win on the road as we check in with Michelle.
All right, the big lead up into this game, the hype surrounding it. What does it mean to you to get the victory in your first matchup with LeBron?
I'm just glad it's over with, man. All the hoopla before the game, I'm just glad it's over with.
What about the win, and why do you think you were able to get the better of him tonight?
So we play better as a team. We out-rebounded them, and we try to do things as a collective.
You did say before the game you wanted this one behind you. How much less pressure do you move forward with now?
Oh, it's a lot. I don't got to hear about the matchup between me and LeBron until about next month or something.
And how will you look forward to that one?
There's another game on the schedule. We got to deal with one Friday against the Clippers.
You said you wanted to save Denver. You feel like you're in Denver to bring that team back to prominence. How's it going so far?
Oh, shit. We 3-2. I think I'm doing a pretty good job right now.
Thanks, Carmelo.
All right, Michelle.
Let's send it back to you.
That's the key. 3-2. 93-89 is the final. Carmelo Anthony, a good outing. LeBron James struggled a bit here at home. It's going to wrap it up for Sean Elliott, Dan Marley, Michelle Tafoya, Stu Scott, and our entire ESPN crew from Cleveland. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Brad Nessler from Cleveland. Let's send it out now to John Saunders and Bill.